Okay, here we are, and we're about to start Lair of the Shadow Broker. I mentioned a few reasons for wanting to do it last time. One, I want access to the ship so that I can reset my squad mates' powers. It's also got some upgrades that would become available, and the earlier you do it, the more likely you are to get those upgrades, because it's after every mission you can go back and you may or may not get an upgrade. So the more missions you do, the more likely you are to get them. But there's another reason, and that is I'm level 25 right now, and I don't feel like going up any higher. It's already going to be tough enough. And if I go up a higher level, instead of facing level 25 enemies, I might be facing level 26 or 27 level enemies, and I don't think I'm actually going to be any more powerful than I already am. I could get a biotic upgrade by doing Samara's recruitment. I could get a heavy pistol by doing Thanes, but I think I don't really think that those minor increases will help compared to the health gains that the enemy will get and the damage upgrades the enemy will get by going higher in level. Anyway, let's talk to Liara here.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. So, what can I do for you?
Well, first we need to ask about Samara.
There's an Asari named Samara here on Ilium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara? Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
Why would Samara have to register with a tracking officer? Is she a criminal?
No. In fact, she's quite the opposite. Samara is a Justicar, one of an ancient sect of Asari warriors. Dara can tell you more.
Thanks for the help. That's all I needed to know.
Of course. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
As I said earlier, if you don't ask about Samara and then you start up the Shadow Broker thing, then you'll never be able to recruit Samara. Alright, let's go ahead and start the DLC.
I know you're looking for the Shadow Broker. Cerberus gave me data on where to find him. Interested?
Absolutely. I had no idea. Let me see what you've got. It looks like a leaked transmission between Shadow Broker operatives. Some hints as to the location and... It's about Farron. He's still alive.
Your friend? The one who helped recover my body from the Shadow Broker?
The same. He sacrificed himself to save me. I'd never found anything suggesting he was alive. After 2 years, I hadn't even dreamed.
Sounds like you and Farron were close.
It's funny. He betrayed me more than once. He was double-dealing for Cerberus, for the Shadow Broker. But in the end, he sacrificed himself for me. I owe him.
I don't know if you noticed, but when she set down that data pad, there was a shot of Shepard's dog tags there.
Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. What's the next step?
I don't know. I need to prepare, to think. I'm going home. Use my terminal if you need any local intel.
You okay?
I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. Now I have the chance to make it a rescue.
Let me help. I'll come by your apartment.
Okay. Hopefully I'll have a plan by then. Thank you, Shepard.
She's walking out with the dog tags. Why didn't you just give the dog tags to Shepard right then and there? And all through Ilium and all through the Shadow Broker ship, I see no way that she's got that little frame on her. Maybe she had an alternate frame on the Shadow Broker ship. But when we get to once we get there, then I can invite Liara back onto the Normandy, and she'll give Shepard the dog tags. Even though Didn't see her carrying them with her on
Trust
the
me,
Shadow
the goods coming in
Broker
from
ship.
the terminus systems are great for business. What about you?
Oh, we gotta come back
Try
here
making
anyway.
Commando? Might as well use them, right?
I'm telling you, relax. Vax will never notice a few missing pieces.
Yes, he
No,
will.
I can't get in because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Eclipse mercs, some Justicar, I don't know. Nobody is ever going to see the extra merchandise, which is why we're going to be rich.
No, you're not. All right. We're not going to be fighting with these guys very long. I mean, we could go with either Kasumi or Garrus would be better, I think. Go with Garrus. Or maybe Zaid. Go with Garrus. It's 150, 225. Not very much against barriers. Certainly not anywhere close to warp. Okay, Locust. And no, Garrus, you don't get to keep that. Alright.
Seal off those trace samples and get them back to the lab.
We got multiple shots fired. Yeah, techs are going over the place now.
Central, we got an open carrier on this end. Switching to a coded relay.
What's going on?
This area is sealed off. Please step back, ma'am.
Sealed off? Why?
Someone tried to kill your friend, Commander Shepard. Thank you, officer. Your people are dismissed.
You can't do that.
Already done. Tila Vasir, Special Tactics and Recon.
A Spectre?
I heard your status was reinstated. Good. You're one of our most famous operatives. Might even get you to sign my chest plate. So, I assume you had business with your friend this evening, Commander.
Liara was following a lead on the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker. Dangerous enemy to have.
What are the facts so far?
About 25 minutes ago, someone took a shot at T'Soni. Note the bullet holes. She stuck around for almost 4 minutes before leaving the building. Whatever she was doing was important.
If Liara isn't here, where is she?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be sifting through her crap. There's no blood, no body. It looks like T'Soni got away. The sniper didn't plan on her kinetic barrier. Clever girl. Paranoid, but clever.
Did the police find anything when they arrived?
Just the mess and the bullet holes. I gave them a gold star for finding the bullet holes.
Liara was expecting me. She would have left a message here. Her office wasn't safe.
I'm not surprised. Ilium is just Omega with expensive shoes. I haven't found anything useful for tracking her down yet. You knew T'Soni better than I do. Where would she have hidden her backups?
Let me take a look around.
The rifle used to do that wasn't wasn't standard issue. The kinetic barrier deflected the shots, but they still managed to penetrate the glass.
It's part of my old armor.
Looks like someone didn't like you much either. A doctor from the University of Cerberus. She's getting good use out of all that education. The picture changed when you touched it. It must be keyed to your ID. What does it show now?
It's a Prothean dig site. Liara did leave a message.
There are a few Prothean-looking objects around the apartment. Let's see what we can find.
I have no idea what they mean by... What's Prothean looking about this? It's some plants and a rock. Plants and a rock. And here we have a rock, and I don't see any plants. I mean, like, how is this Prothean looking?
Vasir, I've got something here.
Backup disk. Let's try it on her terminal. It looks like she recorded a call.
What have you got for me, Sagat?
It was tricky, but you paid for the best. I can narrow it down to a cluster, maybe even a system.
How soon can you have it?
Shouldn't take long. Come to my office. Baria Frontiers in the Dracon Trade Center. Gotta say though to Sony, you're making me a little nervous. How big is the trouble that could come out of this?
Relax, Sagat. I'll see you in a few hours.
This must be important. The Shadow Broker's people already tried to kill her once.
I know where the Dracon Trade Center is. My car's outside.
Let's go.
The Baria Frontiers offices are located on the 3rd floor. I don't hear police chatter. We must have missed the party.
Liara's in there!
This could be a problem.
They just took out 3 floors to make sure she's dead. I'll grab this Sky car and seal off the building from the top.
I'll start down here and work my way up.
Just leave some for me.
Was it a bomb? What happened?
Who are you? What's going on?
Change weapons.
In an orderly fashion. Emergency power engaged.
Vasir, the elevators are out and building security is down.
No alarms, no police. Very professional.
Serving industry for over 120 years. The Dracon Trade Center takes pride in being a multi-use.
Baria Frontier employee. Looks like he got caught in the explosion.
I wouldn't take any bets onto Sony's informant surviving that blast.
I'm gonna leave this alone.
Came from the smoke. Set the bombs, killing everyone.
I think I will take this one. Because we can do 8, right? Okay.
Solar Shipping is the leading industry authority on resource logistics and management.
Excuse me. Sorry, Mary.
We are committed to providing clients with secure, affordable, and efficient solutions.
Vasir, I found a military-grade explosive device. It hasn't been armed.
Sloppy work. You use that kind of hardware when you don't have time to plan.
I thought these guys were professionals. Alright. Well, as soon as we open that door, the fighting begins. So I'm not going to open it. Instead, I'm going to end this episode right here and pick up from here next time. Until then, take it easy.